Well, Colossal Order and Paradox Interactive surprised us this week with the announcement of their Cities Skylines World Tour, including new updates, content creator packs, DLCs, and more. If you want to know all the details, then you've come to the right place, so grab a cup of tea, sit back, relax, as we dive into everything you need to know about the Cities Skylines World Tour. Well, let's find out what's new. The World Tour starts on November the 15th with the Roads and Vehicles free update, which includes new transit vehicles for everybody and lots of cross DLC specific roads. So for these ones you will need the DLC that matches with these roads. We'll go into detail about that in a moment. There is also the Skyscrapers content creator pack by Feinbold, which includes 44 new unique buildings and 47 new props. Then we have the Heart of Career content creator pack by Elvis. Yes, he's back in the building, including 9 unique buildings, 3 new service buildings, 17 new high density commercial buildings, 29 new low density residential buildings, and 1 new district style, which is low residential and high commercial, to tie that all together. And then there's also 2 new radio stations, K-pop radio and 80s Downtown Beats radio. So that is all on November the 15th. But then we've also been informed of a new mini expansion, they're calling it, coming December the 13th. This one is Financial Districts. This includes 104 new assets, stock exchange, bank buildings, investments, and more. That's about the details that we've got at the moment. And also at the same time, Map Pack number 2, Content Creator Pack by Sidai. They make amazing maps. That includes 10 different maps that represent the different biomes, boreal, desert, tropical, temperate, and also an African Vibes radio station, all to get us in the mood for this world tour. Very exciting. So with this being called a world tour that continues into 2023, where we can get inspired, as they say, by different regions around the world, what else will we see? Well, stick around till the end of the video for some extra news on an upcoming 2023 content creator pack. So let's load up the game, let's take a look at all these new items and dive into the details. So here we are in game, ready to show off everything. Ignore this little bit down here, that's just water and power for all of these lovely new buildings. And let's start off with what is included in the free updates first of all. So let's start by taking a look at all the new roads that are available. If you squint, you can see the road names of actually what the roads are, or the text should be scrolling on the screen as well. Don't forget, these are DLC dependent. So if you have the After Dark DLC, you get 7 new roads. If you have the Snowfall DLC, you get 8 new roads. If you have Snowfall and After Dark, you get an additional 4 new roads. And if you've got the Plazas and Promenades, you get 6 new pedestrian streets with tram tracks. So yeah, a whole list of roads and streets using trams, buses. You've got, you know, the normal version, the raised version. The larger roads have the bridge version as well. They look fantastic. So for all those vanilla players out there, you are going to be licking your lips and rubbing your hands together with glee looking at all these options. So if you want to know all the names, I'm going to leave some links in the description below so you can check that out. But what's the good of having all these new roads without some new vehicles to go with them? Let's take a look at those right now. So I've got this little hectic, crazy setup here with bus and trams going round roundabouts, going all over the place. There are so many new ones and they all look fantastic. So we're going to take a look at each of these. They all have different capacities. Again, the trams are Snowfall DLC dependent, of course, and the vehicles all change colour depending on the colour of the line, so don't be put off by the colour of the ones that I've chosen. I've just coloured everything individually. Here we go. So we are getting 8 different new buses, which I have all selected down here. And if you have a look at these, you can see the capacity is next to these as well, which is really, really helpful. And then if we go into our tram lines over here, sort by line name, we have 12 different trams. And again, now we have the capacity written down the side, which is really, really helpful. So let's enjoy this little view here around the very hastily put together roundabout that has roads going in both directions, and everybody's probably twitching about. But yeah, you get buses ranging from capacity of 22 all the way up to 80. 3 what I would call normal buses. There we go. A couple of double-decker buses, as we saw there, and 3 articulated buses. They're all just stuck in a huge traffic jam. Guys, I'm trying to show people all this new content. What are you doing over there? Please come back. And then the trams, we have capacity 90 all the way up to 116, which is absolutely nuts, which is probably one of these. Look at this thing. It's huge, but they just look fantastic, don't they? The little bendy buses as well for the bendy people. And yeah, the design on these things, oh, getting a bit close there. Careful, careful. I just think is fantastic. So what is next on the list? Well, you might be able to see it out of your right-hand side. Yes, all of these amazingly super tall, fantastic looking skyscrapers. Let's dive in and have a look at all of those. Okay, so the first content creator pack we will take a look at is Skyscrapers by Feinbold. Now, on the Steam page, it says more than 15 skyscrapers and high-rises. Yeah, there's like 44. You'll see as we go along, some of them are very similar. They're just different heights, so maybe that's where the more than 15 comes from. But 44 different buildings that we've got here, and as you'll see as the clip goes on, there's like, I think it is like 47 little props, which are all like the vents from on the top and pipes. And there's like a crane, which would be for hanging people over the edge for cleaning the windows, that sort of thing. So I'm sure some people would like to use those in their industries builds or on their own buildings, that sort of thing. But yeah, finally, City Skyline is getting some real big, tall buildings. So we've got 3 buildings from North America that reach up to 256 meters, 6 skyscrapers from Europe, including Germany, France, Spain, Poland. Asia, we get 3 buildings, and from Japan and Taiwan, that's right. Australia, we get 2 up to 228 meters. Africa, 2 up to 223 meters. And South Africa, we get 2 inspired by high-rise buildings of Brazilian cities. So as always, if you're interested in this content creator pack, the other one we're going to look at, or anything from the Cities Skyline franchise, I provide affiliate links below. So you get a nice deal, you get a Steam key. It's always a Steam key from the Humble Bundle store, and I get a little part of that as well, and some support of my channel. So thank you for that if you're interested in doing so. Right, so that is everything in the Skyscraper content creator pack. Let's now take a look at the Heart of Career content creator pack. So first of all, we get 8 new unique buildings, all the way from little, it's called the Chirpy's Thumbs Up Plaza, which is fantastic. And what's this one here? Dawson Square Center. Ignore the little graphical issue up here. I am using some mods, so they may not be fully updated yet for the new game. But yeah, this is the detail on these things is absolutely amazing. A nice, oh, what's this one here? Very big. The Jangby Soft R&D Center. Again, absolutely tons of details and props built into here. The buildings just look fantastic, don't we? What have we got? Korean Food Alley. There we go, some little stalls there with Korean food. We have the Korean style temple, very distinctive roofs and design, and a beautiful, beautiful design on the side. And in this one here, the department store, Myray department store. Excellent. And we've got 2 more. We've got the Ujoy Entertainment Agency. And also this one here, the Acro Castle Apartment Complex. A rather large, tall building. So as well as those, we also get a eco-friendly incinerator plant. So again, you can sort of do the normal, change your trucks on there. But eco plant, very good. Then here we have the crematorium. So that goes in with the theme. Very lovely design there. Now this, what do you think this building is here? I'd like your guesses in the description below. This is actually a plastic surgery centre, which of course will send out ambulances to pick you up for your emergency plastic surgery. This one here is an elementary school. It's got a cool little football pitch out the back, little covered seating area. Let's have a look at that one. Yep, little, sorry, I say little, large elementary school. Got lots of floors in there. What's the capacity? 1,500 students. Collaborinha Governor Striker Light. And then we have a couple of service buildings as well. We have a fire safety centre. Very good. So what's that? 5 little trucks there. And a little teeny tiny police security centre with 8 police cars. Then we move on to the buildings that are actually going to grow in your city. So as is usual with these content creator packs, you can paint a district and choose your style from this little drop down menu at the side here. So we have Heart of Korea. And if we go into the Find It mod, an updated version of that should be out now, we can see that there is a whole selection of low density residential buildings there. A great big long list. We'll take a close look at those in a moment. And also high density commercial buildings as well. So I think I just neglected to mention that the Heart of Korea content creator pack has been made by Elvis. And as you can see on the screen, we've got 29 growable low-density residential buildings, 17 growable high-density commercial buildings. And I just think, again, they just look fantastic, the detail that's on these. I can't wait to dive into these new content creator packs, thinking about Buffalo County with all the different islands that we've got. We can have a Korea-themed island now, which would be great. A skyscraper island as well, why not? I just think they're all going to fit together so well. So once again, this is available now as well. There'll be links if you wish to purchase a Steam key for these from the Humble Bundle store. Check out the pinned comment and the description below. But another fantastic looking content creator pack. Well done, Elvis. So what do we have coming up in December? Well, we have the financial districts. They call it a mini expansion, which is coming at December the 13th. And just looking at the pictures that we have of these, we've got like a new sort of plaza thing, but you can see the building in the background with like the stock exchange type things on the front there with, you know, maybe they're scrolling with figures telling you how much money you've earned and all that sort of thing. And I would say the building to the left looks like a financial style building as well. And we'll see why as we move along through the pictures. Let me get this building with the great big, I wouldn't call that, it's not dollars, euros, whatever they call the money in City Skylines. I'm having a complete blank brain there, but tea leaves is what I've always called them. But there we go. So that's the top of that building that we were looking at before. The next picture, we've sort of zoomed out a bit and we can see, I can definitely see some new buildings. I mean, with 100 and something odd new assets, 104 new assets, a stock exchange, bank buildings, investments, which sounds like perhaps what you're doing in the game, trying to make money. I would say a lot of these buildings that we can see around here are probably the new buildings. And then this last little picture here, going from the red building on the right all the way through to the red buildings on the left. To me, that looks like some of the new buildings. They really look sort of financial type buildings, don't they? You can look at the posters as well on there, and I think that sort of gives away perhaps what they're doing. But yeah, interesting to see what is going to be added into that DLC. As soon as we find out, or mini expansion I should say, as soon as we find out anything more, I will let you know. And along with that, we have Map Pack 2 by Sedai, which adds 10 additional maps to the game. And we just got some pictures that are available to us at the moment on the screen there. And I have to say, these maps are just looking fantastic. Even the desert ones, you think, oh, nothing to look at in a desert, but they just look brilliant as well. So really excited to dive in and try some of these maps out. And this one that's like half desert and half greenery as well looks really, really cool. So get excited for additional maps for all you City Skyline players out there as well. Wow, good grief. I think we've reached the end of all the excitement so far on World Tour. So what else do you think is coming up? What's going to be included in the Africa in Miniature content creator pack? According to the Paradox press release on their website, it says Africa in Miniature, created in collaboration with independent Nigerian content creators Emmanuel Bassi and Senchonai Prince Set Hontonu. This content creator pack allows you to tour Africa's exceptionally varied architecture and vibrant colours. Influenced by Cameroon's diverse geography and borrowing the name of the actual Africa in Miniature, as it's known all over the world, Africa in Miniature introduces more than 40 buildings inspired by existing urban masterpieces and the region's unique architectural concepts. As a sneak peek of what's to come, players can purchase the African Vibes radio station, which we've mentioned already, on December the 13th, with 16 tracks that will inspire every city planner. Africa in Miniature is planned to release in 2023 with a new radio station called Jadia, which stands for Just Another Day in Africa. This is a collection of 16 tracks from Cameroonian musician Wanshay, who pays homage to his country's musical traditions. So let me know what you think of all these new additions, and before you go, please subscribe and also like the video. It helps to spread awareness among the YouTube City Skyline community of everything that's going on in our favourite game. Thank you for watching, have a fantastic day, I'll see you all very soon. Take care, bye bye.